We have a slightly different video for you here today on the channel. We got a couple of nice gifts from AliExpress to review here. And I don't know about you, but I love surprises, you know? I'll share a couple of really cool things about AliExpress themselves throughout the video, but first let's see what we got here. And before we open the gifts, I'm also going to be donating some of the stuff to some of my viewers, so stick around for that. Let's get unboxing, shall we? This is the first one. I already like it because I know this brand. I need a knife though. Let's open this up. It's basically a portable monitor. Let me open it and show you. By the way, these products, as you can see, they're brand new. They're not refurbished or, you know, secondhand or anything like that. These are genuine brand new products, which is really cool. I love the screen. I mean, I've been looking for a brand, I forgot what they're called, but they do a similar sort of display. But they're so expensive, like 400, 500 pounds here in the UK. For the bigger one, I think they're called Espresso displays. Awesome brand, and I actually discussed working with them as well previously, but they're really, really expensive. This is, you know, probably the next best thing. The case, as you'll see here, so it's got this nice sort of leather, faux leather, right? A little bit like the iPad, you know, we can fold it in a way that makes it work like a stand, which is great. This one is a 1080p, but they've got like a different model, different size as well. But what I like about this is how light it is. I'm really happy with this one because it's such a cool screen. I actually reviewed one of these on the channel maybe 2-3 years ago for my Tab S8 Ultra at the time. I've been looking at something like this for my Tab S9 Ultra now, and for my Fold 6 as well. Essentially, if you use this for Samsung DeX, for example, this basically becomes like a laptop screen, right? But it will work with any device as well, like an iPhone, as long as you got USB-C. You can plug it in, like, you know, gaming devices as well. And the best thing is that this will charge your phone whilst doing that. To charge the phone, of course, you got to plug this into power as well. You got to power this first. But it is a one cable solution if you want to. Really, really cool. And if you add a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse, voila, you've got a portable, extremely light workstation on the go. This one, as I said, is a 1080p display, and at 15.6 inches, you should feel really high def because, you know, you're going to have this quite close to you as well, so you're not going to have it at a distance. Our Zopa actually make different sizes and resolutions for this display. I actually saw some people using the 144 Hz version of this to connect to a PlayStation 5 and still get 120 Hz output to it, which is awesome, right, for the PS5. In the box itself, you've got a USB-A to USB-C cable and a HDMI cable, which is a HDMI to mini HDMI port. Yeah, this stand is really clever. You can have different angles, quite flat or, you know, a little bit more laid back depending on what you're doing. I can totally see me using this on a train or on a flight as well. For traveling, this is fantastic, right? You can just tuck in your smartphone in here and basically have almost like a cinema display in front of you. The case is magnetic as well, so if you're wondering how it stays on, yeah, it looks really smart as well. So that was the first one. By the way, if you're not that familiar with AliExpress, they are growing in popularity. They are a huge shopping platform now, but I noticed they're becoming more popular here in Europe as well. I saw lots of adverts for it as well during the Euros, and to be honest, I think it's nice to have an alternative to Amazon as well, you know, if nothing else, just to compare prices and see which one, you know, has a better deal for you. And talking about deals, they have this thing called Big Save, and hear me out, right? It's like an outlet store, so they have these really cool brands with awesome, like, brand new products. They're not like old products, these are like just released products at prices that honestly are really hard to beat. You know, just in the tech space, you know, it's what I'm interested in. I noticed that they have brands like Marshall, you know, who do incredible like audio gear, like headphones and speakers. K&F Concept, who are brilliant for camera gear. Ulanzi and Godox. I mean, around my studio here, I've got loads of Godox lights, for example. They make some really cool like camera accessories and lighting equipment. And for your first order, they actually have loads of exclusive first order prices, which is even like, there's more discount on top of the cheaper prices. Like this light that I'm showing you here from Andover, it's a 60-watt light for £36 over here in the UK. And to give you an idea, I paid £218, which is about $280 for this light over here with same specs. And Andover is not just like one of these unknown brands, you know, that they make some really good stuff, genuinely really good. If you're starting out YouTube, for example, or you want to improve lighting on your, like, for your work conference at home, you know, even if your TikTok videos, this is a big upgrade from those ring lights or from those cheaper, you know, LED panels. Honestly, it's a fantastic light to start with, and for that price, I mean, I can't believe my eyes when I'm saying, like, there's no way, right? I'm honestly impressed with the pricing, and that's just one of the examples here. Obviously, I'm attracted to this electronic stuff and, you know, camera gear, but they do have the same sort of deals in every category, like, you know, lifestyle things, you know, beauty. And I'll confess something, I can easily go down some rabbit holes in this app as well, because things are so like, they're really competitive from a pricing perspective. While I was filming earlier, I actually just bought this set of screwdrivers myself, because it's like, it's a precision electric screwdrivers from Xiaomi as well, and a really decent brand. I mean, £17 for this really neat toolbox. Yeah, I was like, sign me up. So I got that. But even more expensive products like a DJI drone, for example, the one I was looking at, the DJI Mini 4 Pro. Been looking for an upgrade. I've got the 3 Pro. I can't find any other store online that has this drone for this price. And that's before you apply any discounts that I'm gonna give you here today. Yeah, this to me encapsulates their message, which is genuine brands and unbeatable prices. I mean, that's a perfect example right there. Like I said, it's nice to have an alternative, you know, with Black Friday coming in and obviously holidays later on in the year. I can't believe I just said that. It's August, come on. But it's true, you know, it will be here before we know it. But that also reminds me that AliExpress gave me 3 discounts for you, which you can use from the 18th of August to the 25th of August. Each code will give you a different discount on top of the amazing price that you get on these products. That's basically double saving. And don't worry if you didn't pause the video here, all those codes will be in the description as well. And if you're watching this from a TV, you can just scan the QR codes as well. It will take you to the same place. All right, let's open the next one. All right. Oh, brilliant, literally. These are some LED corner lights. I've been wanting something like this for a little while as well. This one here is a smart RGB floor lamp / corner light. I've been wanting one of this and I've seen this stuff on Instagram all the time. I'm like, shall I get one or not? And then I look at the price and like, oh my gosh, they're really expensive for just a tube light, right? So I'm excited for this because A, the price, and B, because, you know, it's actually quite smart as well. You can connect it to an app and control all sorts of effects. I'm building a cozy space behind me here for podcasts and things like that will be different from these recorded videos. And I think something like this will look really cool in there. I'll install it here anyway, so we have a look, but yeah, let's open it. Some assembly required. It's not too bad actually. It's 4 screws and basically connecting these 3 pieces together. There's an app as well that you've got to download. So all in all, just a few minutes to, you know, you can control the effects, set it to synchronize to music, which is really cool as well. If you're having a party or whatever. Very straightforward to power it as well. So there's a kind of DC power into here with a USB plug, USB-A type plug, and then a USB-C port for you to connect it. The lights in there. So they have it in different sizes. Actually, this one is the bigger 150 centimeter one. It's 21 pounds, which is like insane. There's a 40 centimeters version as well for 11 pounds. The cheapest I could find a similar product on other stores out there is 35 pounds, which is almost double the price, right? This is just one example, but I do what most people do before they buy stuff online. I'm sure you do the same, which is I go to the reviews and see what other customers are saying. Sometimes on other sites, you can go in there and you can actually spot the fake reviews, but you can tell when what the writing is genuine, and there's plenty of examples on AliExpress, which tells me, you know, they're really doing a good job there. By the way, thank you so much for continuing to support me here on the channel. And to thank you, as I said at the beginning of the video, I will be donating this screen to one of you. All you have to do is sign up to my newsletter down below. I try not to do too many giveaways here on the channel because YouTube can be funny about things like that. And on this week's newsletter, I'll share details on how to enter, and, you know, we'll get details of the winner in there and things like that. And I'll leave a link down below for you as well. Plus, you get to see a lot of the behind the scenes that I share in there as well, which you might find interesting. It's like a Nemo one. What was that? Oh, that's cool. Red, green, blue. I'll put that in the background. There you go. It's a nice touch of purple in there, yeah. Looks cool. By the way, I was just looking at the AliExpress website right now, and they have loads of discounts for you for back to school products. And I found that some of the brands that I really like have their stores on AliExpress as well, which is really cool. Like take Ugreen, for example, who are a really top-notch brand for chargers, SSD enclosures and things like that. And another one of my favorite finds this week was the Ultimia soundbar. I'm not sure if that's the right pronunciation, but anyway, they make this really cool soundbar with subwoofer. But let me show you why I really liked it. I'm gonna try and put it in here. It's got this nice detachable design that you can either use it with a projector, which is what I'm gonna do here in the studio. You can split the soundbar into 2 towers and they go at an angle as well. It looks really cool. It's 200 watts as well, which is, you know, it's pretty decent power there. So I couldn't resist it, and I got one myself here for the studio. So you can probably expect a review of it soon, because I really like when the product can be used in multiple different ways, right? This, you know, I can use it on my projector setup or on my desk, on my gaming setup here in the studio. I've never seen this sort of design for a soundbar, and at this price, look, I'm genuinely impressed by AliExpress, because, you know, sure, you have to do a little bit of searching to find the top deals in there, but I found it quite easy to browse and to search for things as well through the app or on the browser. I honestly hope that they continue to grow and improve, because with this competition, we consumers are the ones who will eventually benefit, right? Delivery times are not too crazy either. Most of the things that I want can be here within a few days. And they also offer free returns, which is great to see. So yeah, all in all, extremely happy with the experience so far. An important disclaimer, they are sponsoring today's video, but my views here are my own. They don't tell me what to say. It's literally my genuine experience here. But I think it's important to share this. I know not everyone does it. I like to do it because I like to keep things transparent to you. And I think it goes without saying, a lot of creators are in the same boat, right? We say no to the vast majority of the incoming requests that we get literally on a daily basis to review things. So when I decide to review something here on the channel, is one, because it makes sense to me, to run this business, but also because I'm genuinely interested in the products. Or in a lot of cases, it might be a hunch for me that I think, something that I find interesting might be interesting to you as well. So I hope that was the case today, and I hope to see you here for the next one. Cheers.